Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are doing a challenge that I am so excited for, and this is heavily inspired by my friends Mick and Alyssa, so shout out to them. We are going to be doing the random number generator wheel thing, decides how many hours I write for the day. I'm really excited about this. So if you're new and don't know the context of who I am or the project I'm working on, I'm currently working on prepping for revising my first ever full-length novel, which is called Unraveling. I just finished the rough draft and I've been working on revision prep for the last month and a half. The goal is to be done with revision prep by the end of June, and I'm currently annotating the draft. As you can see, I have been doing all of these inline comments with pen and paper, basically making notes of things that I want to change in revision. That is what we're going to be working on. So technically we're not writing for this many hours because no drafting or even revising is taking place, but we are going to be working on my project. So we're going to count it because that's just the stage of the process that I'm at right now, and I'm not going to change that just for the sake of this challenge, you know what I mean? But we will be working on this for however many hours we end up rolling on the little number wheel. We're about 100 pages from the end, so we're almost 2/3 of the way through, I would say. So if you don't know about the book, just some quick tidbits. So it is a journey fantasy book in sort of a dystopian type society, enemies to lovers sort of romance plot. Yeah, it follows a girl and a ruler's son on a journey across the continent to basically escape from the boy's evil father, to put it in the simplest terms possible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll this random number generator. I'm gonna actually only include parameters on here that I would want to get. So we're not gonna include 1 hour because that just seems kind of lame and I would be really disappointed if I got 1 hour. So I think we'll just do 2, 3, 4 hours. Should we do 5 hours? That feels excessive though. The thought of writing or working on this book for 5 hours. So let's go ahead and tap to spin and see what happens. No, not us getting 5 hours. That's a lot. Is that too much? Honestly, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll just pedal to the metal and see what happens. I can break it up throughout my day. I have plans tonight, but I don't have plans until tonight. So maybe this is doable. What we're gonna do to get a super jump start on this is I'm gonna go down to a cafe and see how long I can stay there to essentially give us a huge jump start. And then maybe tonight and stuff, we'll do some more cozy sessions in the apartment. Okay, welcome to the video. I wish me good freaking luck trying to do 5 hours of work on this book today. Before we get into the rest of this video, I want to take a minute to thank the sponsor of this video, which is actually me. I recently launched my manuscript critique services. So basically, if you want me to read and critique your book, give you all of my feedback from the perspective of a fellow writer and a reader, you can now hire me on my website, briellejcruz.com. Basically, the manuscript critique package comes with really extensive, in-depth, line-level comments on things like plot, characterization, story structure, pacing, all of the things, as well as a 2 to 3 page edit letter describing the strengths and weaknesses of your story and really getting into the nitty-gritty on what I think you can improve to make your project better. So basically this service is kind of in between a beta reader and a very expensive developmental editor. If this is something that you're interested in, definitely check out the services on briellejcruz.com. And I am now booking into the end of 2024. So if you want to nail down my current rates, you can go book me in advance. I am also accepting shorter length projects. So if you just want my feedback on a chapter or maybe your act 1, super happy to do that as well. Okay, back to the main video. Back at the apartment. We got a good, let's consult the timer, 1 hour and 28 minutes in at the coffee shop, which honestly was pretty good session. I'm moving really slow today. I did have a cry since I last talked to you guys, if we're being so honest. So emotional turmoil going on for me at the moment. So we're just trying to be really patient with ourselves and not overcomplicate things, just focusing on kind of using this project as a little bit of a therapy session, which I really like actually. Like sometimes working on the book is just what I need emotionally. emotionally, you know, when I'm like struggling a little bit, it can be a really nice coping mechanism. So that's kind of the vibes today. And you know what? That's okay if that's the vibes sometimes. I feel like I get tired a lot faster with this stage of the process in comparison to drafting, which is interesting. I think it's because I'm thinking a lot more specifically and a lot more analytically. I feel like one of the reasons why it feels like this step is taking so long is because I feel like I'm almost breaking it up into too many chunks, too many days, when really what I need is more momentum. But I think the reason that I'm doing that is because I feel tired after working on it for like an hour because it's taking so much brain power out of me. It feels almost like I'm line editing and developmental editing at the same time. Of course, I'm not actually making those changes, but I'm thinking so deeply about those aspects of the project. So it takes a lot out of me. It's essentially the moral of the story here. And so an hour and a half session felt really substantial. That's a pretty good chunk. So I'm feeling really excited that we got that much done. And I am starting to feel that kind of momentum feeling that I've been lacking in this stage of the process. So I'm feeling ready to continue. We got just under 30 pages done. We're now on page 198, which is actually really good. So I did actually schedule a live stream for 4:30, which is just about in an hour. So we're gonna get 2 really good 25-minute sprints in that live stream, but I want to get some time in beforehand so that I really seamlessly can go into the live stream already like in the flow of working on it. I also ordered some boba, so I'll have some boba on the stream, which I'm excited for. I haven't streamed in a couple weeks, so that'll be really exciting. I cannot freaking wait for my boba to be delivered. Looks like it should be arriving soon. Whoa. Oh my god, it's 3 minutes away. Yay. Okay, I need to clear off my desk because it is chaotic, and then we're going to get a little comfortable and do some more annotating. We got the goods. Here we are, and let's get to work. There's nothing like some boba to just turn the whole vibe around. Also, how cute is this little pink bow in the corner of my corkboard? Pink ribbon is like a thing in my current book, so it's kind of fun to have little nods to it. And I think when we get close to the release, I'm gonna start wearing a lot of pink ribbons in my hair, just because that sounds like a fun little, like, not Easter egg, but you know what I mean, like something similar to an Easter egg, like just like a little nod that I can do to the project that I think will be kind of fun. All right, let's get to work and try to do like at least 30 more minutes so that the stream can be our 3rd hour. In worst case scenario, if I'm not able to do the 5 hours today, we'll turn this into a weekend thing and I'll do the 5 hours today and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, let's get to work. I don't know why I'm whispering. Restart our stopwatch. Let's do it. We're streaming right now, as you can probably tell from my phone tripod and my whole setup. Yeah, we have 1 minute left in this sprint that we're in the middle of right now. This is the 2nd sprint we've done, and I've actually been super productive since we started. So I pretty much have logged another hour, and I think I might try to do one more session on the stream if anyone is willing to stick with me. So let me know if you were on the stream that I was working on this for. But yeah, the flow is really there today and it feels really good. It's still taking me quite some time to get into that flow in this stage of the process, but once I'm there, it's doing what it needs to do. So, okay, how did that sprint go for everyone? I think I got a couple more pages. That was like pretty good for me. Pretty much almost the entirety of chapter 33. So feeling good about that. How was everyone else's sprint? I'm also vlogging the stream now, so I have my other camera set up right here. Okay, so between those 3 sprints, which that was a lot, and then the 2 hours I did earlier, we've written for about 3.5 hours, which means ideally we should write for another 1.5 hours. Right, you know what I mean. We should do another 1.5 hours, hypothetically. Which sounds like a lot, especially because I do have social plans in like 3 hours. So we're gonna have to spend half of that time writing to hit the 5 hours. But with how low-key far we're in at this point, I'm like, we might as well go for it. So I think we're going to keep it going. I'm trying to think, do I want to relocate to give myself some fresh vibes? Maybe we'll go to the park. Let's go to the park and do a little revising. I think that will hit the spot. With this tiny last bit of boba, let's go to the park. Cheers. Hi guys, happy Sunday. It is now the next day. So I ended up having to cut off my work on the book last night because I had social plans and I basically just realized it was going to be too tight to try and hit the 5 hours. So we did not hit 5 hours yesterday, but we did get pretty freaking close to 4 hours. I think we were like 12 minutes away from hitting 4, which honestly is way more than I ever do in a day on this annotating stage of the draft. So I still feel super freaking happy and accomplished. Had I not been doing this challenge, there's just no freaking way I would have worked on the project for almost 4 hours. So still feeling really good about that. It is now Sunday morning. I had a bit of a slower start to my day. We're still going through it a little bit, so I'm trying to be super gracious with myself and just take things one step at a time. But I think what we're gonna do is walk over to my favorite coffee shop freaking ever, a coffee shop that is known for high word counts in this Brielle Writes universe, and do hopefully the last hour of this challenge. So even if I didn't hit the 5 hours in a day, I can have hit the 5 hours in a weekend, which still feels pretty freaking good. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Without further ado, let's get ready and head out to the coffee shop. I already had a little bit of breakfast, got ready for the day, so we're feeling ready to hit the ground running. And I'm excited to continue because I still am feeling really good about the momentum that we started building yesterday, and we're just getting closer and closer to the end of the book. So it's really exciting to see we're now entering like part 3, which I had originally broken the manuscript up into 3 parts. I think I'm going to scrap that, but it's still good for my reference to know where we're kind of at in the book overall. So yeah. All right, let's go. We are back from the coffee shop. I made myself some strawberry milk and I'm just feeling very low energy at the moment. So I think we're just going to finish off this challenge sitting on the couch nice and cozy with the book. We're really close. I think we need to do, I don't know, maybe let me look at my timer. Oh, we're really close. Like we could do like 15 more minutes and I think we'll hit the 5 hours. Is that true? Do I need a calculator? Okay, I have 7 minutes. So let's just do one final little sprint and then we'll wrap up this challenge. It's been a lot, guys. Another pen out of ink. This is the second one in 2 days. I guess I gotta go grab another one. I think we're gonna call it quits. I have for sure done my 5 hours. I definitely went over because I did 4 hours on my timer. Show you guys for the evidence. And then we did well over an hour on the live stream yesterday. So we officially revised, prepped for revision for 5 hours this weekend, which I feel great about. We are now only 30 pages from the end of this book, so I feel really confident that in the next week I'll be able to finish my annotating and move on to creating a checklist for the rest of my pre-revision process and just really get ready to dive back into working on the book. So I'm really excited. I'm ready to get my hands back in there. And thank you guys so much for coming along for this video. I feel like we need to be closer. Hold on. If you did make it all the way to the end of this vlog, comment down below a butterfly emoji and let me know if you guys enjoyed it. I have a feeling we'll do one more sort of pre-revision vlog and then we'll be fully jumping into the revision process. So thank you guys for being here. I hope all of your writing projects are going well and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.